I firmly believe that everyone in this entire world has to work in the industry at least one time to understand it. Joe Schmo walking off the street. Oh, hey, bud, you're going to have to wait about 5-10 minutes for a table. Well, why are there 6 open tables? No, you're 100% right, because you definitely can't teach work ethic. You yourself have to be the only person to work at it. Most people don't mean what they do. It's just in the moment, shit gets said, shit happens. I get it. It's alcohol. There's 2 ways. It's either they swell or your forearms are so pumped it takes most of the blood.
Yes.
That's when you get the pins and needles.
Yes.
But when it swells, it's because you're gripping.
Well, she had that after.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Big Manz Cabana podcast. I'm your host, Matthew J. Lepore, and I'm on with one of my best friends, Mr. Cody Alexander Lutz.
Yeah, you didn't have to use my full government name.
I'm going to, because
no.
we're actually here to arrest you, because you're the mafia.
We got him, boys.
So, Cody, this has been kind of a wild year for the business and things like that. Yeah, you can move it around and do whatever you need to do. But yeah, dude, not only do we have Brandon Graham come for the Eagles pep rally, we just had Thanksgiving, which is what, amateur night, right? Wednesday night. Yeah,
Thanksgiving Eve and St. Patty's Day amateur night.
And then now we're gearing up for Christmas.
Yeah, I was just doing Christmas shopping before I came over here.
Yikes! So
for myself.
Oh, for yourself.
Yeah. I was just putting a bunch of shit in carts, and then my family can pick out stuff. So I don't know what they're getting, but like I know roundabout.
You're getting?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have to do Christmas shopping. I'm not gonna ruin anything though. There's something I'll do. I'm currently making the video for this because I think it'd be pretty cool to post on YouTube. It's something for all of you guys. It's different than a gift. Like it'll be separate from. I thought about that too. It's separate it's separate from everyone's gifts, but like it's something to kind of bring everyone together in a playfully malicious, fucked up way, and it's gonna be fucking awesome.
Playfully malicious. They're magically delicious. Sorry, that was the first thing that popped in my head. No, but if we're doing malicious, I got this for Christmas. I got you. All the shit I get you is gonna be a size small.
Oh God! So, what I want to talk to you about was, what does that look like? Like when you're setting up for this like pep rally, right? Like Brandon Graham's a big player. There was a shit ton of people. How many total people came that day?
I think there was like 600 people on property. I think right around
that was
700.
That was insane. So, setting that up, walk me through to kind of how that works with that kind of setting, because I want to put out there so everyone kind of get an idea of what this place is. Not only do we do full-scale weddings, we do banquets, things like that, and then plus there's a bar restaurant that's under, right? So talk me through how you guys are preparing for that kind of festivity.
Well, we don't get told the date, so anything that's happening during that time already, like we had a wedding booked. There was a wedding upstairs during the pep rally.
I remember.
Because we have no idea what date they're going to give us per year. So, like, we have to just go on like normal until we get, hey, these are your listed dates.
I got you.
So it's like, okay.
Twist it up. Beautiful.
So it's like, okay, here's your list of dates. Okay, let's pick a date. This date has this band. This date has this band. This date has this band. Okay. Pick it. Then you just kind of slowly start. You figure out your menu. You scale back your menu. You put your servers in. You put your bartenders in. You pick the best people to put you in the best circumstances in every department. Because you want to succeed. You want to make money.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I had 2 or 3 servers. I overstaff anyways when it comes to those events because I know somebody's going to call out.
Yeah.
But that particular day, I didn't overstaff because I was a little bit short on servers. And then a bunch of them called out. So I pulled a bartender from inside to serve. I pulled a bartender or I pulled people to go bartend outside, an extra person. I pulled a bartender to serve. I had a bar back. It was everything. But it was hell because I'm trying to help some of the newer people do the job while I'm also trying to run food and expo and run drinks and then help serve tables.
Yeah, I don't think in my time in cooking it has been that crazy.
I mean,
Or maybe do you think it also
we scale that back a lot. So like on a normal patio night when the full patio is full, when patio is completely at capacity and we have the normal menu out,
yeah,
it's just as busy.
true.
If you think about it. Because
Also
you guys
fair.
didn't run crazy ticket times.
Yeah.
You did at one point, but that was just because of the way nature of the beast.
Dude, I want to talk about that for a second. That was insane. We literally had full rails of tickets, probably a good size stack, and then the tickets were just to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a point where I'm pretty sure I was like, "Yo, dude, this is never gonna end."
Yeah, no, and it didn't feel like it was gonna end for most of the day.
Yeah,
And then it poured that night when we
Mhm.
were trying to clean up.
dude, it was weird. Like, and I don't know how to describe this for people that are out there that don't work in this industry, but when you have events like this that are happening, and I'm sure I'm speaking for everyone out there, like when you have events like this kind of corresponding and getting ready to go, it's like the calm before the storm, like this impending doom.
Yeah, like we all crack our energy drinks, our Reigns and whatever, and then we're just sitting there, caffeinated as hell, just like, well, we got another 45 minutes until anyone starts getting here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just kind of sitting there because honestly, we prepped all day. We got everything stocked and situated.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, okay, let's get like a 20-minute break in before we cannot even go to the bathroom for 3 hours.
That's insane, dude. It was so wild.
And then I ended up bartending later too. It
So
was that busy.
So what does that look like from like your guys' perspective? Like from like your parents, you, Jason, Gage, like what does that look like for you guys? Nick?
Every single hat is being worn.
Mm,
It don't matter what department you're in.
that's crazy.
Because, I'll come back and hop and cook with you guys. I'll go serve tables and I'll go bartend. I'll bar back. I'll bounce. I'll do whatever. Don't bother me none. And Gage is the same way. Nick's the same way. Every other manager's the same way. Whatever has to happen to make the business go.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's all of our livelihoods.
No, it makes total sense. It has to be wild at some point when you're like, dude, this is like really fucking happening.
Oh, yeah. At one point, when Brandon Graham went in the kitchen to thank you guys, and I'm like, yo, BG. I met him a couple times before. And he's like, yo, what's up? I chopped it up for like a minute. And I was like, hey, listen, I'm going to need you to get the hell out the way. I got to keep going. I got to keep working.
Because I actually felt really bad. It was where Gavin had to kind of put me in my place a little bit, but like, it's hard to describe for people who are going to listen to the sentence I'm about to say. I know there's a lot of you out there, but when you're in that kitchen, and what we've done, I think, like you guys too, like I think what we've done in the last 2 years to really like make the food as good. Like we've had people come in and give us compliments, all these Yelp reviews, all these big things, and then it's like you have this massive event happening, and this big notable person wants to thank you and meet you, and there's still like 50 tickets.
And you're like, yo, what's up, what's up? I didn't even go get a picture with him or nothing. I have a couple pictures with him from over the years. But, like, I didn't even go get something signed. My dad got something signed because he has to handle everything. He legitimately can almost only stay with the cheerleaders and him. Because he's handling it, getting the night through. Okay. So my dad took, stuff up to get signed for us. Every year if we have a wedding, we make sure we make the bride and groom skip the line. If they're Birds fans, they'll walk right in front of the line, hop up, get a picture, go back to your wedding. Sometimes people bitch about it. I'm like, realistically, that 30 seconds of them taking a picture is not going to make or break your time frame, dog.
Yeah, no. It's so crazy to me, and like, when I was telling this thing to Gavin, I'm like, dude, I was like looking, I'm like thanking him, but I'm like, dude, I really need you to like not fucking be here because we just stopped service for like a hot second, and I can hear the tickets
Still printing.
rolling in,
Mhm.
and like you ever been like hyper focused on something
Absolutely.
and like hyper focused and like Kate or your mom or Jordan,
Someone
or whoever,
interrupts you, and then the whole flow gets fucked.
yeah, and then you're just
It
like,
takes like 5 minutes to refocus, and that 5 minutes in the kitchen is make or break.
yeah, because industry average is 15 minutes per ticket.
And I mean, honestly, since COVID, the industry average has gone up slightly.
Jeez.
But that's only because, one, a lot of people that were in the industry ended up going back to school and or going to school, getting a degree, getting a 9 to 5, doing online businesses, whatever. A lot of people got out of the industry.
Yeah.
But some people came back to the industry.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah.
like the people coming back are a little rusty that haven't done it for a couple of years, but they're like, I need the money or I love the industry. And COVID made me realize that I can also work a job and get the interaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
And COVID was a big eye opener because everyone was like, wow, like I didn't have interaction with people besides anyone that was in my house or over the phone for months and months. I can get paid to talk to people
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
not need a degree.
Yeah.
Sign me the hell up.
Yeah. And it's kind of wild too, because like it's not it teaches a lot of things just in general. Plus, I know why am I blanking on it? I was just talking to someone about one of the great things to even do for like a first job.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty much it was Gavin. We're sitting down and we're talking about
Dishwasher.
Yeah. Shout out Stuttering in Silence, that podcast. But yeah, like a dishwasher, a server, a runner. Like if you're gonna be starting out and let's say you're 16, you want to kind of get a hold onto like some kind of work experience because you'll learn, like you know how they say you can't teach work ethic.
I disagree, but you can't teach work ethic, but you yourself can work at it.
Yeah, exactly.
If that makes sense, like
Yeah.
you can always.
I guess I misspoke, but you're
You're 100% right because you definitely can't teach work ethic. You yourself have to be the only person to work at it.
Yeah, and I think with the hustle and bustle of this industry, and like you might be dishwashing, but you see everyone else rushing around, and you don't see anyone else just like standing there doing nothing. Everyone else is busting their ass, so it's like, okay, well, I got to keep up. I have to. If I don't keep up, I'm going to drown.
Mm-hmm.
So then, when you go to a different position, like say they're playing sports in school or they're going on to college,
Life is all about the grind, 100%.
yeah, and like I think that's the big thing too is like if people are looking for a job, dishwash. Like I know it doesn't sound all glamorous, but like you're making money. It's not the hardest job in the world. You're gonna learn people skills. You're gonna learn how to work hard. You're gonna learn how to like
You will
time
learn
management.
everything under the sun in the service industry, no matter what department you're in. But I personally believe I grew up in a kitchen. I worked in the kitchen most of my life, regardless of I'm the front of the house manager. In a kitchen feels like home.
That's what your mom says too.
Dude, 100%.
Yo, listen, shout out, Jean, dude. She literally is the embodiment of what you want to see in an owner.
Absolutely.
Like I've worked in a bunch of different places and like I've seen a lot of stuff. I've never seen an owner legitimately go, "Oh shit, I need to help." Throw her hair back, wash her hands, apron, boom on the fryer, boom on the saute.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's insane. And I think like a lot of people that come in kind of see that when they meet a lot of you guys because it's like they get to understand, this is like everyone works, everyone helps, So then let's go to like
Actually, I have one more thing.
good.
On the first jobs in the industry, I firmly believe that everyone in this entire world has to work in the industry at least one time to understand it.
Yeah.
Because Joe Schmo walking off the street, oh, hey, bud, gonna have to wait about 5-10 minutes for a table. Well, why are there 6 open tables? Well, some of them are reserved. Some of the servers, I don't have enough staff to handle that at the moment, or they're too busy right now with the tables they have. Give them 5 to 10 minutes, and they will be easy. They will be better at the job for you than if you sat right now.
Mm.
And I think kids will learn more about life in every capacity.
I would agree with you. Plus, I also think too, people would have a better experience as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because what Gavin and I were just talking about for one of the episodes for Centering in Silence, another shameless plug, was people in retail, right? Is like I saw something that happened at Kohl's, and he was telling me like some of these horror stories that were.
Oh yeah, because he did work retail. At one
Yeah, he
point.
worked at Tommy Bahama or something like that.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I was like, yeah, because I think people forget that other people exist.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, someone might see you, like, let's just say you're a server, right? And Cody Lutz walks up and goes, "Hi guys," and they're just not having it. They just want to eat
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
Who the fuck?
It's like, yeah, I'm a person.
Hi.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's the way the world is. They're trying to take the human out of human interaction.
Well, that's the whole thing with like the social contract that people have been talking about. It's a pretty big topic on social media at the current point. People are bringing up like Jordan Peterson and not so much right wing guys, but like a lot of these big influencers are talking about since COVID, right? People have been inside. They haven't really had to deal with people, and if they had to deal with people, it's on a interpersonal communication, right? FaceTime, Zoom, things like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're not sitting down how you and I are sitting down, right? And now, once that's over, all this is lifted.
Nobody knows how to speak anymore.
No.
You could take this in two different ways. Proper grammar is not a thing anymore. Not even like normal slang type grammar. It's just like,
bro, that John is bussin' for sure.
And dude, I had this kid come up to me, and he's our age, but I call him a kid because the way he acts, not the age itself. He walks up, he's like, "Sup, boss?" I'm like, "What's up? What can I do for you?" "Yeah, let me and the boys rip right around, we'll say 7 green tea shots." And I look at him, I'm like, "You want 7 green tea shots?" "For show."
Let me see that ID.
I had just ID'd them like 3 minutes beforehand. But I was like, "What the fuck are you speaking?" Like, he's like, they rip it and they're like, "Damn, that shit was bussin' for real. No cap." And I'm like, I'm looking at the other bartenders. I'm like, is this real life? I swear to God, I live a fever dream. I fully think.
There's a full reason why I have to be in the back.
Dude, I'm starting to get to that point. Like certain days, I'm looking at kids and I'm like, why did we let someone procreate to make you?
Dude, it really does blow my mind. Plus, a lot of the time too, I feel like a lot of kids, you know, and again, I'm calling them kids. They'll be 21, but it's like there should be a level of respect I feel like you should have for another person.
No.
You know, like, well, I feel like there should be. And my point is like these guys walk in, they're going to ask a person who's behind the bar to do them a service. Why not be respectful?
No. You said servant wrong. That's the way that people are now.
Oh, dude, I forgot.
Dude,
my bad.
Like, you gotta understand, a lot of the kids that are now 21 and everything like that, and even a little bit younger, a lot of their formative years of social interaction were COVID. Like, if you were a freshman when COVID started and you got sent home and everything, you didn't have the interaction.
Yeah, true.
So you were learning off of these people on TikTok, or you were social distancing, and then it turned into you were meeting people on. I mean, Omegle came back huge.
Oh yeah,
randomly.
Well, it's done now.
Yeah,
it's gone.
It's
now,
gone,
yeah.
But it did come back, and it was huge because people were just looking for random people to talk to. Discord. Everyone has a Discord server now.
Yeah,
it's crazy to think about. Like, that's the reason that everyone thinks the service industry is a servant industry, and they think we're Wawa. Or not us, any restaurant, bar. We're Wawa, make it your way. Nah, I'm sorry. If I have the products, I can edit, but you're not taking 17 items off of 17 different dishes and creating a sandwich bang
Same
together.
Burger King can't have it your way.
And that's nothing against anyone that does that, and I get it, and I get allergies. That's a whole separate topic.
Oh yeah, no,
That
yeah.
I fully understand that. Like if you have an allergy and you cannot eat something, I'm not going to tell you no. You have to have onions on your burger when you're allergic to onion.
Yeah.
But like people who are just like, well, this is how I make it at home. Then make it at home. And I love my customers, and 99% of them are good people.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one again. It's in with everything in life. It's the 1% that ruins it for the 99.
Always, literally every time. And I think what people in the industry get frustrated with is like there's this one guy. I don't know if he actually is a bartender or not. I'll show you who it is after, but he just stands there and he goes, "Hey, how can I help you? Can I get like a vodka?" And he kind of like gives them backhanded comments, but nicely.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? And
wait, is he gay or straight? Because there's a guy that does that's gay, like openly gay.
Yeah.
And then there's a straight guy that does it as well.
The guy that's openly gay bald.
Oh no, but I do know who you're talking about. You're talking about the dive bar guy.
Yeah.
He's funny as fuck,
dude. I love him. Whenever I see his videos, I'll send it to like Gage or whoever. I'm like, dude, do you want to like have some PTSD?
Yeah, and it's funny because certain people, you can change the way you are for the back of the house to the front of the house. I curse like a sailor. I can curse with my regulars like jokingly, like shit, hell, damn, whatever. I try not to say fuck because that's genuinely just something that it's hit or miss with people, and it's more of an adjective in today's world.
Oh, for sure.
It's not so much a curse anymore.
There's like a video on like YouTube. It's like the different ways one word can be used in a sentence.
Fuck has an infinite amount of uses.
So now, when working at a bar, owning a bar, looking to enter into a bar, there comes alcohol, and there comes beer muscles. And
I knew where that was going. As soon as he said alcohol, I was like, yep. And listen, they come with the territory.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and they come, honestly, few and far between at our place. It's that time of year where people are frustrated. It's whether it's with money or family stuff, or it's just seasonal depression. People just get angry, and they make comments, and then when alcohol gets involved, they just become stupid because they don't realize what they're saying. They might say, "Hey man, I like your shoes," but if you could be like, "Hey man, I like them shoes," I guess.
Yeah.
But it's like, you might talk like that on the normal, and
They're
people know that.
Yeah.
They don't. And your comment that seems all hunky-dory friendly is now a fuck you to someone.
Yeah.
And like the other night, I had to toss a dude. I mean, again, nothing towards him. I get that shit happens, but he was the aggressor. And he's trying, and he like, bro, I'm holding you with like 40% strength out of respect as a human being. Don't try and drag me.
He was a small dude.
He was probably like 210, short. Like he was like a not. He was like a 5'6" area, and he's not a well-built 210.
No.
Like we know guys that are 5'6", 210, and they're big.
Yeah.
Like they're. It's like, oh, you're only 210.
Yeah.
Because you got that much muscle.
Well, that's the whole thing too. Is what I've noticed with bars when it comes to like fights.
It's never this big, strong-looking guys.
Yeah. It's
well, that's not true. It usually ends up being the insecure people, whether they might not be insecure about the topic that you're talking about and or what's happening. They might just be insecure and, God, I could be making so much more money, but it's just underlying. So everything that makes them seem more insecure, or they think it's going to make them seem more insecure, they end up, the fuck do you say? You want to take this outside? And I'm dragging this dude out, literally dragging him, almost. Not fully dragging him. He was on his feet, but I'm holding him around his chest and like, yeah, we're leaving.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, we can step outside. And I was like, sir, that is where I'm dragging you, whether you want to go outside or not. Duh.
That's gotta be embarrassing as a grown-ass man to be like, I have to get kicked out of a bar.
That's the thing. If you have to get kicked out of a bar, and we talked about this on the phone earlier.
Yeah.
A bar fight is not worth
Yeah.
the life that you have built. Whether we'll go on the normal top, you could lose your job. You can lose your family if you go to jail. You can get sued for all of your money. You could, and then you get into the adverse side. You push someone and they hit their head wrong, they're dead. They're paralyzed. You can get killed yourself. In today's world, that's a very easy thing. Look at the shooting in Phoenixville.
Yeah.
Dude, there was a fist fight.
Wait,
Dude ended up
There was a shooting in Phoenixville? I thought you were the
like a couple months ago.
The one in Ponce. My bad. What happened in Phoenixville?
It was
I
a
thought
bar
you were referring
fight
to
at PJ's. They got kicked out. They get kicked out. One of them gets tossed. Wait a minute. The other one gets... Or they both got tossed at the same time. I apologize. And the one dude pulled a gun, shot the dude in the leg. He lived, I believe. I don't remember. And then the dude ran. He later turned himself in, but he ran from the scene immediately and then turned himself in about an hour and a half, 2 hours later. Maybe the next day. But yeah, it's just... Listen. Fully say this. Never carry your gun if you're going to get into substances. Alcohol is a substance. Weed, even if it's legal, is a substance. You cannot have your concealed carry and your medical card at the same time. That is a law. Federal. Nothing, no substances with firearms. Honestly, I carry my pocket knife almost everywhere I go. And even then, once I see a bar fight about to happen, I take it out of my pocket and put it down somewhere.
It's probably smart because even if someone grabs onto it.
Yeah, I'm like, what if it opens in my, even if it opens in my pocket on accident, it can stab me in the leg.
Smart.
They're spring loaded. You knock that little spring and it just opens. So then you could get cut. It could fall. Someone else could get stabbed. It's open on the ground. Someone falls. They're dead. My knife fell out of my pocket. Still my fault. Then I get charged. Like, that's a thing where, like, certain places, very, very few places around the United States at bars have security that carry. It's not a good rule. You can get licensing for it. You can get like everything like that. It's not a good fit. You can have 10 guys that have tasers, that's fine. But when you get into the guns in a crowd too, do you really trust yourself?
To shoot into a crowd.
And the answer should always be no.
No, yeah.
Because the thing is, in a crowd, what's the most seen thing? Someone's head. So then you're shooting to kill at that point over a petty bar fight.
Yeah, no, I guess I never really thought about it like that because it's like, it's so wild to me because I feel like at our place, there's not as much fights.
We're mostly older mid-30s and up.
Yeah.
So it's people who have jobs, have kids, have lives. They did that all in their 20s. Why do it now? And if they do, it doesn't go anywhere. And very, 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 the 1% of times that it happens, it's like the 1% of the 1%, because 1% of the time it happens at the bar, 1% of the time that it goes to fists of that 1%.
Yeah.
Why?
What's the craziest fight you've seen?
Honestly, there hasn't been that many crazy, like, brawls. Like, because I can say, in my time as bar manager, there's only been one fist fight. That's it.
That's pretty good.
In 2.5 years, I've been manager 2.5 years.
So, one of the things I want to talk about, too, is, do you remember that distinctive night when, I don't remember his name, but he was talking to Duffy and someone else, and then they got into it, and then his wife left a note about, don't come home, yada, yada, yada. You had to go handle it outside.
Oh, my God.
And then he opens the doors. Yeah, fuck you guys. Zoom. Opens the back door. Fuck all of you. You're all bad. Zoom.
And then goes to the back. He went to the side door. Then he tried to go to the back door, and I was standing at the back door.
That's right. Okay, I thought he went through the back. My bad. Then it was the side door that he opened.
Yeah, because he went out. He was out front. Opened that door. Closed it. Went to that door. Opened it. Closed it. And I finally was like, bro, you have 5 minutes to get off property. Your choice. You either go in a cop car or you leave on your own. I don't care if you walk to the neighborhood right next to us and sit on a bench. Get the fuck off.
Dude, that was the craziest thing
annoying.
I've seen. I was like,
And there was no fight. It was just a petty ass argument. And like, tried to get into it with me. Tried to get into it with like, it was just like, bro. I've gotten into it with dudes a lot bigger than you. And like the worst part is, and the scary part is, genuinely sometimes, I hop into shit never once afraid of it. No matter who it is.
Oh man, they always say you should be a little afraid, otherwise mistakes
It's like
happen.
I'm not even thinking. I'm like, okay, we're just gonna break it up. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I always here's probably the reason why. If it ever comes to a point where my life is genuinely threatened, my regulars are gonna jump in. Plain and simple.
Yeah. Some of those are...
If it gets to the point where either A, I get hit. If I get hit, 90% of the time I probably won't fall.
Yeah.
I might fall to a knee, but I ain't gonna get knocked out.
Yeah.
But if I do get hit, I'm going to have more of a time keeping my regulars off of that person than me having to protect myself from him.
What's even funny, too, is like...
Her.
When that thing happened the other day, yeah. Listen, Martina and Derek could probably brawl.
Oh, they absolutely can.
For sure.
Not even a question.
For sure. I'd actually be scared of Martina.
I'm genuinely scared of Martina.
Could you imagine? You're just like...
Dude,
the guy knocks you out, you're on the ground...
She's running
you
out.
just see a haymaker. She does like a Superman jump right down the guy.
Somehow
like,
she has
turns.
brass knuckles on. Like that's what I'm saying. She'll just pull brass knuckles.
She would
random.
be the one to have brass knuckles.
Absolutely. She's the one person I'd be like, no, just stay over there, please. Unless it's like I'm literally getting my shit kicked in, and it's like from the top ropes. Come on,
yo. Martina
swings from the fucking ceiling fan and just...
She seems like such a ride or die where she genuinely probably would be on the bar waiting to hear from the top rope.
Give them the people's elbow, God damn it. Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, dude, like, but the cool thing is about like the place that we work, right, is like when that happened, like I'm directly behind you, and then you walk out the door.
You are genuinely... You were arguably the bigger version of me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh, we're gonna do this.
Well, that's what I said.
Let me take my glasses off.
That's what
boys.
I said to you this morning. I'm like, imagine being that guy, and you're getting like you towered over that guy, and you were much bigger than him, and then you're like, get the fuck out. You're done, and then here comes me, just walking.
Honestly,
in.
like I saw you walking up. And it was the most nonchalant walk as I'm dragging someone out. You're just like...
Yeah, you had it handled.
I know, but it's just like, he just walked up. Well, I saw it starting. I saw it all happen.
I'm just never back up,
I was talking to Joanne, the one of the band leads for the White Walls. I was talking to her, and I heard my name, and I was like, Joanne, did you say my name? She goes, no. And then I hear, my name. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I see Anthony hop around the bar, Anthony Snyder. The bartender. I see him hop around the bar, and I'm like, my turn, assholes. Like from Ted. Absolutely.
Yep.
When he's walking up to the fucking stand. Yeah. That's exactly what it was. It was like, okay. And the weird part was, I did not take my glasses off. I take my glasses off every single time. Because listen, you can punch me in the face. I said it. It'll hurt. You most likely won't knock me out. But if you break my glasses, they take 5 to 6 weeks to get to me. That is a problem.
Where do you get your glasses from?
I'm not saying 5 to 6. It could be like 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Who knows? But regardless, it's like that is enough time that now I have to go without my glasses.
Listen, all I know is I'm just back there. We're cleaning up. We're got done cooking a little bit.
You just got done. Honestly, you got done the dinner crowd. We still got food after, but it was the dinner rush.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I hear, Matt. I'm like, shit. I know.
Here we go again.
But no, but like I said, when I walked out there, you had it handled. I was just gonna be the big scary body that is like.
I had a whole thought to either pick him up by his waist and just strictly carry him like a sandbag, or put him over my shoulder.
Yo, let me tell you something. If I walked out there and I'm watching you hold this man by his belt and he's just like hold like this, and you're just carrying him, and I'm like, Cody, you good? Yeah, man, I'm good. Taking out the trash,
dude. And his friend, which was funny, because that's the only thing we were talking about this on the phone earlier. The only thing I ever worry about is there a second person coming up behind me?
And that's what I said to you today. I'm like, dude, it's weird. Like being in this industry, I've grown like a third eye for that. Like when I heard my name, like I look immediately, I hear you yelling, so I go, okay, Cody's there. And then I told you this morning.
You just go,
immediately, I'm like, okay,
where's the other people?
Not all the time people come. Usually people like that we don't know come in like pairs or quads. And I'm like, okay, there's one angry short man. Where's the big
Very
guy?
short man.
Yo, he was mad.
He looked like Oompa Loompa. I'm just saying.
He was mad.
Yeah, but like that's the only thing I was like. But his buddy was apologizing to the other guy, apologizing to the people who kept them apart.
I feel like that happens a lot.
Yeah, and
I've seen that a lot.
You get because listen, 90% of the time, if I'm gonna get into something, it's about me.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's alcohol involved, then usually it's something I'm overreacting about. If you get what I mean. I don't drink, but I'm saying about the people.
Yeah.
And it's funny because everyone's like, oh, I'm ride or die for my friend. But I'm like, if my friend's making a stupid decision and he's getting kicked out of the bar, I'm going to apologize because I'm embarrassed and I would like to come back to this place.
Yeah, no, I
whether
totally
it's
get that.
whether I'm only visiting, I don't want my mugshot on the side of the wall, like never allowed back in as long as this bar is around.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Dude, I've had people literally get into my face, yell at me, threaten my life, and then by the end of it, I shake their hand and tell them to have a good night. Because 90% of the time, I ain't throwing you out. I'm telling you to leave for the night. Next time we come in, we can talk about it.
Well, you know what's cool, too, is when that's happened, like you told me a couple separate occasions, they've come back to pay their tab and apologize, and then it's like, it's all cool.
Listen, I know that honestly, most people don't mean what they do. It's just in the moment, shit gets said, shit happens. I get it. It's alcohol. A drunk man's words are a sober man's thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol is the one that makes them come out.
Yeah.
Because I can talk shit in my head for hours on hours. But why would I say it? Why do I need to say it to you? Or I can say it to my buddy instead of saying it to you. We can have a good laugh about it. And then, honestly, I don't have to get drug out of the bar like a 5-year-old getting drug out of a play date.
Dude, I've had one experience getting kicked out of a bar, and it wasn't my fault. I was guilty by association.
And
no
thing.
bullshit, I genuinely was like, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I'm like, I think I had one shot. I think I got there. I'm not gonna name who it was. I'll tell you who it was after. Got kicked out of Ryan's Pub in Philly. Here's Ryan's Pub. It's by St. Joe's. And we're there, no bullshit. Gio and I got there, waited in line at the club to get in, got in, found our people. This guy we met there, we're talking, he goes, I think your guys are outside. I'm like, what? They're outside. Then I go, hey, you all got to go. I'm like, my brother, sure. Like, what happened? He goes, they're outside. Go.
All right,
man. I walk outside. There is said person. What the fuck? Like, what's going on? I'm like, dude, can we not do this right now?
Yeah, like, that's the thing. I told, like, when you guys go out, I normally can't go because you get done work before me.
And you're done at 4 a.m.
Yep. Sometimes. Friday, Saturday. But that I either can't go or I don't want to go out because I don't like babysitting. I babysit for a job.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to have to babysit my best friends.
We need one night where you just get obliterated.
Yeah, that probably will never happen for the simple fact of it doesn't entice me.
That's fair. I just want to see what it would be like.
Oh, there's definitely a possibility that I'm the asshole that starts fights. There's definitely a possibility.
All I want to see is this clean-cut boy works very hard for his money, does all this cool stuff, stays clean. One night gets fucked up. 5-bar fights, comes out with 6 bodies. Fucking like,
Sorry.
You're out there, you're doing your like little like back twerk thing on the bar.
Oh, the Tina twerk from Bob's Burger? Yeah. We will never put a video of me doing that out there ever. But Please don't put that up there.
Okay, I won't.
But it is a fun thing. It's like a fun party trick because I do it so perfectly to the video,
Yeah.
and it's just funny.
It's funny. I try to attempt to do it, but it's always funny how
You have such little hip movement.
I want to genuinely get a count of how many people in the gym that leave their phones out that we do it to.
Oh, I can already probably name you 10 off my head.
Yeah. Because, like, Marissa and...
How about the chalk markings earlier?
Yo.
Dude, there were handprints on asses, shoulders, more asses, more shoulders.
All and before anyone makes any comments,
all
men. The only women I think that had chalk marks were my girlfriend that I put on. I'm pretty sure we sexually harass each other in like a joking, like friend way. That probably was a weird way to say it, but like those poor women have to just watch us hit on each other the whole time.
All the time. The straightest men usually hit on men more than women.
It's so funny because like it's funny how we preface that there were handprints on all of them, men only, which is I think is kind of funny. But
yeah,
we gotta get Ziggy one of these days, dude.
No, I said it to Marissa. I'm like, I might get Zig. She goes, no, he has to wear those clothes. We're going to grab the kids and stuff.
Could you imagine?
I'm pretty sure that's what either her or maybe Amy. I don't remember who
Could
said
you
it.
imagine his daughter going?
He's holding her hand, and the view from behind is a handprint on his ass cheek while he's holding Nora's hand.
I would be terrifying.
His daughter will be a terrifying human.
Dude, I'm telling you, she is badass.
Mm-hmm.
But no, dude. So how do you like? Obviously, I know how it is, but kind of explain to the viewers what it's like to go from because our days start when most people are wrapping their day up.
Yeah, well, before that, we're at the gym.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like we wake up at.
We aim for 8
We
o'clock.
aim for 8 o'clock. We get to the gym at like 9,
10,
11 sometimes.
It all depends when we work. So like, but my question is right. So sometimes you and I pull like 14-hour days. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
and then we go to the gym the next morning like I did this morning.
So how? Yeah. Same. Okay. Except I didn't work as late as you. So how does that work? Like in your brain, right? Obviously, I know, but like, explain to people out there that like, because I always hear this excuse. People who DM me, people who message me, I don't have enough time in the day. Like, aren't you tired?
Bro, exactly. Make time.
So how do you feel in the morning when you get up?
Terrible. Like, there will always be motivation because we compete, and I want to look good naked, plain and simple. Every man ever has wanted, women, everyone has wanted to look good naked in the mirror.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to get to a point where I'm comfortable walking around without a shirt on.
Yeah.
But it took years.
Yeah.
But the motivation will always be there because of those two things. I want to be better at the sport. I want to beat everyone who coaches us, who helps us.
Yeah.
I want to beat every single fucking person.
Yeah.
Like, if you go to the gym, even if you only go to do cardio or do whatever, at a certain point you've thought about it. Cardio? It's a French word. It's a
fancy French word.
Like, there's secretly, even if you're like, no, I don't even lift weights. I do calisthenics. You want to be the strongest fucking person doing calisthenics.
Yeah.
You want to be the strongest person. You want to be the best runner. Well, running, you have to have muscular strength and muscular endurance, which makes you the strongest person.
True. But
like,
see, that's the one thing that I try to tell people too. I'm like, you might work a job that you're drained of, but I'm just saying, like,
go for a fucking walk.
Yeah.
Listen to a book. Take your dog for a walk. Go the extra 500 feet.
Yeah.
And then do that every day. Add 500 feet.
Yep.
Holy shit, look at that. I'm walking 10 miles a day. And you know what I'm doing? I'm listening to audiobooks. I'm on a conference call. I'm still working while walking my fucking dog or going on a walk, walking on the treadmill. Dude, my beer rep, Damien, he runs marathons and ultra marathons. One of the guys on his running team, or I get running team, it's the guys that he runs with when he trains, like towards the end of prep. He takes conference calls during ultra marathons. You got to remember, ultras, like, you're running for like 24 hours sometimes, 36 hours sometimes. Like, depending on how long the ultra truthfully is, you're running that far. You have so much time. At a certain point, you're going to get bored. You're going to run out of your playlist.
That's a fair point.
Or run out of the books you're listening to. Human interaction is the easiest way because you never know what kind of turn the conversation will take.
True.
A book, eventually it ends. A conversation never does. It just takes pauses.
Did you just drop a truth nugget
Dude,
bomb?
that was a bomb, and I didn't even mean it.
Did someone say that? Did you hear that?
No.
Oh my god! I'm gonna coin that, and we're gonna put it as we're gonna put it up in like the comments, like add Cody Lutz.
That was actually not bad. That was pretty cool. That was like
a
Zach's.
book?
That's like Zach's
One-liners.
closed mouth, don't get fed.
That
That line sticks with me every day.
that stuck with me, dude.
Absolutely.
Closed mouth, and I'm pretty sure I heard it from Roman,
Who said
who
this is
said
a
it's from
Zach
Zach.
quote?
And he said that. I went, yo, you can't.
Actually, he said it on this podcast for the first time.
He did. He did. He did.
The one episode.
Right.
That was like one of
I
your
couldn't-
first few episodes.
I couldn't remember if it was Roman that told me that.
It was Roman's first solo episode. I know because I listened to it.
Oh my
Like I listen to every one of
Oh, we gotta
this
get Roman.
podcast, and I listen to all of Stuttering and most
We-
of Stuttering and Silence. Sometimes I have to go back and like rewatch two
Yeah.
or listen to two in a row, which you guys should watch on YouTube. It's really fucking cool.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Like I listen, but sometimes it's cool for the visual because you see. We talk with our hands. We all do.
And I
Or like
usually have visuals up on this amazing jumbo TV that is right here that I'm glossing over.
He's gonna put on the green screen, the jumbo TV.
Why would you lie to the viewers?
It's funny because you know what you should do?
What?
You should build a TV frame for the green screen,
So
so it looks like a
so
TV.
I don't want to ruin anything, but for everyone that's out there,
New additions. Just
where
say new
there's a
additions
whole
so
bunch
you
of new
don't-
stuff. We're looking into
Some things.
maybe or maybe not going into a season 3. So there's big things that are coming.
Fucking better.
Different
what am I gonna
brand
listen
deals.
to? Shitty podcasts.
What do you mean?
If you don't go into a season 3, how would I? I need good content.
Oh yeah, we don't do shitty podcasts.
Yeah, no.
That's
That's what I'm saying. I'd
Oh.
have to listen to a shitty podcast.
I was like, ouch. But yeah, so check that out. But yeah, dude, like I think kind of getting back to the topic with like the gym. I think a lot of you guys have heard, how we talk about the gym, the people that we have that are involved in the gym, people that I've had on. But like, there's always time, and
Dude, you get a set of dumbbells, flat out, you can work out 5 days a week with a set of 25-pound dumbbells.
for sure.
And build muscle. Like, honestly, even though at the strength level that we are, Roman, you can do, anyone that's on this podcast, you can get a full hard workout and build muscle off of a set of 25-pound dumbbells.
For sure.
It just depends on how you do it. You have to put emphasis and be deliberate with your workouts.
And also, if you guys are like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what really what I'm gonna do, how to program it, bro, go to YouTube, go to Google. When I tell you YouTube University is a thing, legitimately, you guys are looking at all this kind of stuff, right? And a lot of it's smoke and mirrors and all that kind of stuff, but like all of it I learned on YouTube, word of mouth. Like,
go back and watch old podcasts from here to now.
Yeah.
In your season 1, and even Stuttering in Silence.
Yeah.
Dude, you go back and look at the differences that were made.
And
it's huge.
And it's all on YouTube. So like, if you guys are looking for like a program to lift in or whatever it is, like just check out. Like you have, dude, there's, what's wild is Gavin and I were talking about, what was it? Oh my goodness. Why am I blanking now?
We're on the page of working out.
Yeah. About how the internet has drastically changed and how much more information, how much more information you can get now.
Absolutely.
So
we are at the best point. Actually, it's funny. We're at the best and worst point in human history about getting information, because the only worst point is it truthful? Is there hidden stuff in that we're not seeing? But different topic for a different day. We'll spiral for an hour and a half on that topic. But the working out
We
part,
could spend for an hour and a half.
realistically, dude, it's crazy because, like, remember when we first started, like, lifting with Danny?
Oh,
And
man.
how everything has changed drastically?
When was that?
That was my senior year. So that would have been...
Oh, that would have been my freshman year.
Yeah, because you
college.
had just broken your ankle when we first...
Yeah.
So, no, that might have been... I guess we started in my junior year. Because
No.
you were just coming off your ankle injury. Oh, so it would have been senior year, yeah.
Yeah.
It was, I
It
think,
was your senior year.
2019...
I was a Monco.
February-ish.
Yeah, because
March-ish.
I remember going to work early, leaving, going to the gym, and then there was Danny,
Mm-hmm.
and then going to school. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a wild time.
It was fun.
You know what's so funny too, is you know what Gio said. Let's listen to the podcast with Gio.
Which one?
The one
The
we just
Reese
did.
one?
Yeah.
I'm like halfway through.
Wait till you get. Okay.
Just you can ruin it.
Okay.
I'll forget.
He's like, you want to know why I started getting back in the gym?
Oh, I did hear that. Because I am. It's funny because like I'm the youngest in the friend group.
Yeah, and listen, no offense, and I mean this with all love, is when you met all of us, you were this little dopey
Pudgy
little
motherfucker.
kid, pudgy motherfucker, wrecked the photo.
I need to pick the photo before we put the photo up.
And I think the thing is because you're the youngest, and you know, a lot of it was like, oh yeah, Cody. But then the thing is dude, and kudos to you, is like you've taken it to a whole different level. Like if they would have seen you, like that's why I think putting up a bad photo would be kind of funny to see that. And
Yeah, no, but it needs to be like a really bad photo. That's what I'm saying. Like we need to find like I was 298 senior
we
year.
should find the sex pants. I have this. Yeah, that's your contact photo for me.
Yeah. We're just gonna. Yes, they're pants. They have rubber duckies and some clouds on them. We're not gonna talk about them. I don't even know where they are at this moment. That can't be the photo we put up here because it doesn't show enough pudgy.
It'll be the photo of you in the field because you wanted me to help you work with football.
Oh yeah, that was when I was working online stuff. Oh
Yeah.
God, that photo is so bad. No.
But dude, I think it's a great representation
It is
of like
because you go to that versus my picture when I was doing the frame at Full Zerker.
yeah.
It's crazy because
You
it's
should've wore a
like,
kilt.
dude, I don't wear underwear or kilts, so I don't want to be dragging on the ground. You know what I'm saying? There was mud.
I'm going to kill myself.
I wish I had my glasses because the first thing I would have done is pulled them down to my nose and been like,
The other day, I guess Amanda called me old because my glasses were kind of falling, like right here, and I was like looking on my phone, and she goes, "Matt," I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "You look old." I'm like, "All right, Amanda."
No, Amanda, it's the bags under my eyes. Stop it. No, it's funny because like you get so the frame that we did in August was 255. When we did the Fatback Farmers today, my total weight would have ended up being heavier than that, and you have to do it for 3 deadlifts. And then another 3 deadlifts after you walk it the next 20 feet. And we did 25s, too. Because that's for All Valley in March. We did 25 feet carries.
Right.
So it's 10 extra feet we carried that. Also, that last rep, did you see me jump over when I put it down? I put the farmers down. I forgot I had to do 3 more deadlifts.
Oh.
I had literally put it down. I hopped over and I started like, I said something and Ziggy goes, "Bro, you got 3 deadlifts to do here before your rep's done."
Cody.
So I hop back over. I do 1, and after that, I'm like, I just went out of the zone. My hands just decided. My hands swelled up a little bit.
All that blood.
Yeah.
Well, dude, because
As soon as you let go, like completely, and you're not like locked in still, your hands just swell.
Well, dude, that's what Allison was saying. Like, she's like, "Is it a normal for my hands to feel like this?" I'm like,
Well,
honestly,
there's two ways. It's either they swell or your forearms are so pumped it takes most of the blood.
yes.
That's when you get the pins and needles. But when it
Yes.
swells, it's because you're gripping.
Well, she had that after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came over to me and Ziggy, and we're like, roll out your forearm, whether it's on the cage of the squat rack or
Yeah.
just with a foam roller.
Well, and that's the thing with Strongman too, is like
It uses
every part
it's
of
a
your body. Weird hurt, right? And this is what and I'm not knocking it. because I think powerlifting's a great sport.
I
think it's
powerlifted
fantastic.
for years.
Yeah, it's just
I wasn't the best. I'm actually better at strongman.
I've been doing the 3 disciplines: squat, bench, dead, since maybe not deadlifts. We didn't really do that in high school. Since I was like an 8th grade.
Must be nice. I genuinely didn't start lifting until like sophomore year, and it was like football lifting.
Yeah.
So then by the time I got to senior year and I started lifting with Danny, I was lifting, but it was very athletic based.
Yeah.
And it wasn't what I wanted.
That's what he was doing. He was doing the football lifting and stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
That. Yeah.
And we were his first 2 clients with that business.
Yes.
With him doing
or
his
athletics.
own. Yeah. Or advanced athletics.
That was a cool photo because I think
I just saw that video. It popped up on my phone the other day.
Really, that was a cool thing. I'll put it up on the thing. It was cool to see because I think when everything kind of broke, right, with like my ankle and all that kind of stuff and
You got
things that
fat.
I was dealing with, I got like fat.
Hefty.
Like, I know I look a little rough like in the chair. 'Cause I don't like how I look like in this chair. But
I think
like,
you look great.
Thanks, man.
I
I'm
think
actually
you look
getting new
massive,
chairs.
actually.
But
Genuinely.
But the thing is like I saw the photo. Well, thank you. Sorry, I don't take compliments very well. Sorry. I don't want to gloss over how nice you're being.
Oh, thanks.
But
I'm
but
not
like-
usually this nice.
but like, dude, like you and me in that one photo,
When I'm deadlifting in the rack.
yo, baller.
Oh, yeah, it's a great photo. But it's funny because it's like, that was like a 400-pound rack pull. That ain't shit no more.
You know what's
To either of us, that's nothing
you know what's
anymore.
funny too is I actually cringe seeing those videos now because one, however he let us box squat should be a crime, and two, I didn't realize that you're not supposed to technically count the total weight of the force. It's just the weight on the bar.
Well, that's dependent on
True.
your philosophy because you can get the exact percentages from exact heights.
That is true.
And you know the weight that's on the bar because I think it's West Side. It's either West Side or Elite FTS. They give you a chart. I think it's Elite FTS. They give you a chart with how tall the band is, and it shows you like you can
I
go
think Westside probably
online.
does that too. I think you're right on the lead FTS. I think I've seen that before.
Like it's a chart from. So if you put it this far apart and this high up, or this many pegs and everything like that, double the band up, do whatever. This is how much the force is on this set of bands, which is crazy because like we've done the thick West Side ones that we use for the hack squat. That shit's like an extra, depending on how high you put it, 200-300 pounds each band.
Yeah, and you know what's wild too?
And you squat with like a plate.
Is like with Zach, we were doing we're doing banded deadlift, like double banded. I'm like, or not
the
deadlift,
double minis.
Bench.
Yeah, I remember we were doing that for programming. We were doing the with me and you when you were showing me the banded push press on Axel.
Yeah.
Anything, banded overhead is awful.
He just likes to hurt my body.
Yeah, that's what the gym is. It's the only place that you can physically harm yourself and grow.
Literally, whoa. Wow.
I'm dropping some nice truth bombs out here. I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm not even meaning to.
Dude, this is like kind of dope.
You got philosophical, Cody.
Is that what I got at 8:48 at night?
Yeah, because I'm tired.
Of my shit or just tired?
Hmm?
Of my shit or just tired?
Yes.
But
just because we had a long day.
I mean, speaking of which, too, we'll probably get this wrapped up.
Oh,
but
yeah.
call it Chipotle, as Gavin would say, and
Wrap it up.
When he said that the one day, I was like, "Where are you?"
Real quick though, what are we thinking about? Are you doing the All Valley in March?
I'm thinking about it.
I am too. I'm just like,
that's gonna be a good comp because
it's also Katie's comp.
Exactly, and I love all of them. Her, Zach, and like they're cool, and they run beautiful comps.
Mm-hmm. Pristine L1 comps.
Yeah, Beer Muscles is probably one of the best comps that I've done that I've
and
seen.
It's a
and
local
people come all over the country.
For us, it's a local comp. And it's nice to have at least that one and the All Valley because that is also run by her and she runs a great comp everywhere else. I'm sure it's an amazing comp.
Oh, yeah.
But it's nice to have two local for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
stellar
what,
comps.
40 minutes away from that?
Beer Muscles is like it's in Aston, so it's like 45 minutes to an hour.
Right.
And then All Valley's in Westchester.
We didn't even get our Chick-fil-A that day.
No, we got Wawa. That is my tradition. Every weigh-in, as long as I compete, I will get.
I think that was our problem.
I mean, I didn't do bad, besides that bitch-ass kid complaining to the judges.
You're going to have those.
And then all of a sudden, like, I would have been in third, and even with me tripping on the
The Conan's wheel.
Thank you. I always think of because Jim wants to get the 3-piece. But it's funny because even me tripping, I still would have taken third because I was in second going into that event. Yeah. And that event should have been easy for me, but I tripped. It happens. But then all of a sudden the kid goes over, and I was in third after all the scores were in. He goes over to the judge, or to someone inputting, not Katie, but someone else, and goes, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden I went, doop, and I went off the podium. And I was like, whatever. I went to full Zerker, took second, fun time.
Yeah. It was a really good comp.
Amazing comp.
You know what was cool, though, too?
And I PR'd.
Yeah.
It's always nice when you PR at a comp.
You know, what is it, comp muscles or comp strength, something like that? Competition, adrenaline.
Yeah, but it's also all the fatigue from each individual event adding on, because normally you don't train those like that in the gym.
True.
Also, by the way, sorry about my voice. I was screaming a little at people at the gym this morning. Yelled at him a lot.
Should we put that video up?
Just that clip. That'd be kind of funny. Because you don't actually see either one of us in the portion where I'm yelling at you.
I think I'm locking in.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't. Yeah. I only put it to my ear. I didn't actually watch that part of the clip.
But yeah, so if you guys want to get a hold of my man Cody Lutz, #decode,
what is my
decode
Instagram?
Oopmaster. I think it's Cody Lutz
60
yeah,
or 6.
Cody Lutz 60.
Hold on.
It'll be. It's probably right under you right now.
Yeah, right about now.
That probably has already been there.
Cody Lutz 6. Yeah.
Cody Lutz 6, not 60.
No, it's either 6 or 60 for everything.
Damn. Well, if you guys want to get a hold of him and any questions and things like that, feel free to reach out to him. And if you guys have any questions for me, you guys should be able to.
I think they might know where to find you.
Yeah,
on that one.
yeah.
If you're listening,
if you're listening, you know where to find me. But guys, listen, just do some housekeeping. If you guys are listening on like Spotify, Apple Music, all those kind of platforms, Amazon, Google Podcasts, make sure to leave a like and a follow. Give me some 5 stars. If you guys don't think I deserve 5 stars, just close your eyes, click the number 5, and then we're good to go. So we really appreciate that. It keeps everything up into charts. We've been doing really good this year, guys. I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or
watch on YouTube. Watch on YouTube.
Watch
on
cool. YouTube. Yeah.
Again, it is cool because you get all the little
build the YouTube.
tidbits.
We got to build the YouTube. You guys all listen on Spotify, which I really appreciate.
Like the Mario mystery block that just went above my head when I put my fist up. You wouldn't see that if you weren't watching on YouTube.
Bing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just imagine how many times you're now going to have to put that mystery block up.
Yeah,
because that's at least 3. Editing. We just made an extra 45 minutes of editing for Matt.
No. Gio the other day was like, "You gotta put it." I'm like, "Yeah, your name's under you." And he goes, "Right here? Can you do it here? Can you do it here?" And I had to like put it.
And it's like you have to shift it immediately over to where it is.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, here's a gold star. Now you have to put the gold star.
Fuck, dude. All right, buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
And this was on a whim too.
This was on a whim.